Welcome, subjects, stooges, vassals, wards, and mistresses all. You're invited to His Majesty Lord Roger's Grand Royal Naval Gaze Gala. I'm King Roger, and I'm positively obligated to welcome plebes of all walks and some races to celebrate my royal Jelliet Pyrite Jubilee, a shiny but ultimately worthless celebration of 1,200 years of royal bullshit.
Oi, mister, what's a jubilee?
Why, hello there, my dear peasant. A jubilee is a billion-pound party we throw ourselves whenever a monarch goes 50 years without being executed by a scheming uncle. We shut down the entire country, from banks to bike racks, and you peasants go nuts for it.
Blimey, that sounds expensive. The British people shouldn't have to foot the bill for your lavish lifestyle, isn't it?
A common misconception. My family's wealth is derived from the 15 billion pound portfolio of real estate and precious metal mines that we colonized fair and square, not the taxpayer.
So you don't use any public funds? None at all?
Well, we do get about 80 million pounds per year through something called the sovereign grant. And there's 100 million pounds the London police spend on our security. Oh, look, some wet beans.
What beans?
Come help us whitewash 12 centuries of pure inbred evil, dating back to the 1st century AD, when men were men, when kings were gods, when the most powerful person on the planet was equally as likely to be killed by syphilis as by his own bloody horse. We'll celebrate the petty cruelty of King Edward VII, who instituted the practice of weighing guests before and after the royal Christmas party. The brutish insanity of King Charles II, who tried to cure his fatal stroke by consuming the pulverized skulls of the Irish. Ooh.
How much money did the British Empire make off all that state-sponsored kidnapping?
Oh, untold trillions. Why do you ask?
Well, it seems to me that the prosperity every citizen enjoys today is the direct result of centuries of violence, yeah?
You'll be happy to know we outlawed slavery in 1834, something the Yanks still haven't gotten around to.
And then what happened?
Well, the government compensated slave traders for their lost property. British taxpayers were paying off the crown debt to human traffickers until 2015. And don't forget, this is a family affair. My whole family will be there. At least the ones who haven't faded from the line of succession, like that photograph in Back to the Future, due to grievance or racism or one too many rides on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet. But what family hasn't? Everyone's got that aunt who was caught getting a toes slurped poolside by her financial advisor. Oh, hear that? That's our army of lickspittles rehearsing for the trooping of the toadies. There's the grand carver who carves my meat, the royal dresser who irons my shoelaces daily, the keeper of my royal stamp collection. We have sycophants to handle our smallest chores and our most expensive hobbies, which all begs the question, what do you get the family that used to own 1/4 of the planet? We legally own every swan and dolphin in the country, so we're good on those. No jewelry either. We already colonized the largest diamond ever found and chunked it up into 100 Horcruxes that now make up the crown jewels. The only thing we really need is your attention. The royal family has devolved from an unstoppable force of imperialism to a self-perpetuating PR machine.
Right. I've thought about it and I'm afraid it's time for a bit of an uprising.
Oh?
That's right, you lot profit off what ought to be public land. You've made the British citizenry complicit in centuries of barbaric colonialism. You're wearing fancy hats to your fancy jubilees while the world's burning, mate. And I think we've had about enough of that. Go on, off your pot.
Oh, that's too bad. I was just about to take my corgis for a walk and play God Save the King.
can't stay mad at you.
I've been King Roger. See you at my party.